I didn't understand the music business, so I went into a lot of trials and tribulations. I spent a whole lot of money the wrong way. Like, I want to help another woman not make the mistakes I made, so then I got into music management. I gotta figure this out. It's too many numbers and it ain't adding up in my bank account. It will swallow you whole and send you back to wherever the fuck you came from, broke as fuck. I didn't want to babysit no more. When you're a manager, you're a babysitter.
Was there a particular moment where you felt like, okay, now I'm really in the business, where it just wasn't music no more?
After the concert, he was trying to get me to go upstairs with him, and I'm like, nigga, first of all, I'm from Miami. I just paid you $7 grand in cash. That ain't happening. I don't care who
After
you
you
is,
paid
cause
him.
nigga, I'm me too. So it's not scripted, but you do have to reenact some situations. Hell nah, but whatever you hear me say or do, that's my real feelings, my real emotions. Being intentional. That's the name of the game. Being intentional and being consistent. Because you could be intentional, but if you're not consistent, the money's not coming.
Word.
And it definitely ain't for the weak.
It is.
Because I done see the game swallow up a lot of people. I, by the grace of God, I came out on the other side. But Miami is not easy. You just can't come here and take over. I don't care how much money you got, what your status is. Like, Miami is a different breed.
What was the hardest transition you had to do?
The hardest?
Yeah.
Spent 100 on a bad one, we ain't the same, it was 30 for the Tesla. Told her keep the change, showed her tapping with the network. Them other guys lames, when it's all said and done, I need a Billy for the name, can't blame it. Started out broke, now you famous. Couple stocks, still a street, can't change it. Cut the dead weight, and it ain't no rearranging. Started from the block, now my pool in the pavement. I don't care who had it first, we not adjacent. Game 5 flu game, the boy laced it. Got it out the mud, got my peers rage baiting. And I don't wanna fit you, let's be talking sync placement. Woke up thinking chicken and cheese, just like I'm feeling. Used to want a million, now I'm thinking the Billy.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Finally Famous. And first and foremost, I want to say this episode is sponsored by Eat Good Catering, mainly based out of Atlanta, Georgia. So let me get them out the way real quick. He held everything down, do special catering, commercial, residential, special events, Airbnbs, all of that good stuff. So now we got that out of the way. Again, I'm your host, Payday, and we got a special guest. We in Miami, so we know we had to get this done when we touched down. Man, yo, we got an actor, we got a director, we got a producer, we got a superstar artist, author, content creator. What don't you do?
I do it all.
Very special guest. Big Miami tip.
Big Miami tip.
Big
I love
Miami
that.
tip. Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
love
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. So what's going on?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Thank you for having
I
me.
can't complain. I know it was short notice, but I appreciate you pulling up.
Nah, it's cool. We made it happen.
You made it happen. Tip.
Yes.
You've been busy.
I've been busy, booked and busy.
You've been busy. So we mentioned a couple of roles you've been through already.
Yes.
Management, artist, content creator. What kind of created that arc or that push through that transition?
As far as like managing artists, obviously I was a dancer first. I dominated that industry, and being in the strip club, you kind of get into the music world. It coincides with each other, being a music artist and being a dancer and breaking records and things of that nature. So I've always had a love for music. I did try to transition from dancing into music because I was looking for music to be a way out of dancing. As I got into music, I didn't understand the music business, so I went into a lot of trials and tribulations. I spent a whole lot of money the wrong way, but I learned the game and I built a lot of relationships and resources. So I was like, I want to help another woman not make the mistakes I made. So then I got into music management. That journey, I'd rather be behind the scenes. A lot of people see me as a personality and automatically put me in front of the camera. I am a personality, I know that. But I'm a playmaker. I know how to put people together. I have a lot of respect. I got a lot of trust. So I know how to make things happen. And I pride myself in being able to do that. So music management was making things happen for other people. Like, I know I wish I had a me. So I was that for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got into music management. I went through, by that time, social media took over. I've always been heavily present on social media because I've always been, popular or whatever. So I've always had a strong platform, I've always had a strong platform, but I wasn't making no money. But then I started realizing, it's 14-year-old millionaires out here, all because they have a phone and a tripod. Like, these kids have their parents working for them. They building companies. They telling their parents what to do.
Got them on the team.
All because they got a tripod and an iPhone. And then, I'm watching young girls G-Wagon every new week, designer clothes, living condos on South Beach, all because they putting up their phone and they doing their makeup every day. So again, that's back to having a phone and a tripod. So I'm looking at my analytics. I'm like, bro, I got hundreds of thousands of shares, saves, likes, nigga, but I ain't got $0. This don't convert to no money. My bank account silent like church on a Monday. So I'm like, hold on, something, I gotta figure this out. It's too many numbers and it ain't adding up in my bank account. So I just kind of I quit. At that time, I was, in the nightlife, and then I, wanted to stop drinking. I stopped drinking. So everything in the nightlife that used to be cool to me wasn't cool no more. And then obviously I made a lot of money in the nightlife, and I was like, what am I gonna do that's gonna equate to that money? I didn't go to college, didn't finish high school. I've always been a hustler. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just figure out how I can convert these numbers. It adds to my bank account. I was already creating content. I was already doing things. So I was just like, I got to master the game, understand the numbers and understand the strategy. So now I'm able to do whatever the fuck I want and get paid from doing it. I was already doing it. I just didn't know how to get paid from it. Now I understand the strategy. I understand the formula and how to convert my content into cash.
Wow, that sounds like you got some PR training too. You know how to articulate that very well.
That was a long. How did you transition from that to this? You just wanted me to say two sentences, but it's levels.
I'm glad you didn't, and you touched on a couple of things I'm actually gonna get to. So I'm trying to just tuck it right there. Like, let me hold on to that, because you said a lot of things on there I definitely want to touch up on.
I do have ADHD, so I tend to go down rabbit holes, and cool. I got to get my point across.
It's cool. So throughout all of that, was there something that happened particularly or personally that made you feel like you had to transition out of the nightlife?
I mean, obviously it becomes draining. Like, I've been drinking every day or every time I go to work for 20 years straight, having hangovers, not really being able to level up at the magnitude that I can because I wasn't fully focused. You know what I'm saying? So I had to step away from that to really elevate and take things serious. Like, being on TV. This is $1 million network, $1 billion network I work for. I would show up 4 or 5 hours late because I had a hangover and don't give a fuck. God. You know what I'm saying? And was like, okay, y'all fire me. But these are opportunities that can get you to the next level, and I wasn't taking it serious. So I was like, you know what? I need to chill out. I gotta grow up.
Said 4 or 5 hours late.
Yeah, and and don't care, because to me it was like, man, I could go on stage tomorrow and make $10,000. I don't really give a fuck. It. You know what I'm saying? But that's just ignorance and just being young and wild and reckless.
What was the hardest transition you had to do?
The hardest?
Yeah.
The hard. I don't think none of them were hard. I did whatever felt right at the moment. I don't think none of them were hard.
Just kind of took it one day at a time?
Yeah. If I felt like it was the right thing to do at the time. I master everything, though, so that'd be the thing. Everything I do, I master.
Playmaker. That's the first time I heard that one. You Playmaker.
A solid one. Okay. I am the plug. I am for real for everything.
So, how did that come into play?
Well, I've been reading since I was a kid. That was always a hobby of mine. I've always been a reader and a writer. When I had an accident where I fell 35 feet from the pole and I was like 5 minutes from dying. So I had to take off. I had to step away from dancing. And I took 2 years off and I started writing a book about my experience in the strip club. But I didn't have no plan for it. I didn't have no goal or nothing. I just wrote. And then I figured out how to self-publish and put it out. And I put the book out. And right around this time, social media was coming up. And when I just posted it I just was posting it, and the shit went crazy. And my first book came out 12 years ago, and it still sells like crazy to this day.
How do you put out your own book?
How do you put out your own book? I mean, you write it for me. I write it, I type it out, and then I send it to an editor to format it properly. And then you go on Amazon KDP and you upload it, and Amazon kind of tells you what to do, and you just follow the steps and you upload your book.
So when you say you write it out, are you physically writing it out? Do you have like a assistant, a VA,
No,
or
I
all you?
I write, yeah. Like my first book, I hand wrote it first, and then I typed it, and then the internet and things came more present, so I started using a computer. So I use my computer now, but I write myself, and then I send it to an editor,
Okay,
and she just
where do people
structures
find
it.
editors at?
Um, See, I found these girls on Instagram, and I just like their style because my algorithm shows a lot of authors and things of that nature. So I'm looking for that stuff. So they just popped up on my screen, and I hit them up like, can you format my book properly? You can get cheaper editors, like obviously from Fiverr or any other, work for hire app. But I just wanted Black women who knew how I talked,
Mm,
or who could
more
understand how I'm trying
relatable.
to present it, because I talk in slang, and my people, my community we talk in slang. So it was important for me for it to be presented properly. So I just hired them. I found them on Instagram.
Got you. You gonna share their name, or they can't get
Oh,
that plug.
yeah, no. It's business. I'm a walking brand. I'm a billboard. It's business,
They got a
baby.
couple of exchange for that.
If anything, y'all could go through me if you're trying to get your book situated, you know what I'm saying, and pay me for my services, and I got you.
For a small fee, she got you.
Yeah, I got you.
Got you, got you. You also said something about Fiverr. I'm familiar with what it is, but for the watchers out there, if you're entrepreneur, creator, whatever it may be,
Yes.
Fiverr is an app where you can find people to assist you
To
in
do anything.
many endeavors
Mm-hmm.
to get done what you got to get done at an affordable rate.
Yes.
So that's a jewel in itself.
Yeah, sometimes they don't understand though, but it's cool. Fiverr is cool though. I don't use them for everything, but they're cool.
So what made you start dancing?
Yeah, shit, I was broke.
So
I was broke.
and it just kind of like, was it more or less like
And
survival mode, or?
Yeah, survival mode, and then those were the examples that I had around me. So
Yeah. I understand. I guess for males, it's kind of like you hustle.
Yes.
Like you rap, you play a sport,
Sell
or
drugs.
sell drugs.
Strippers is the
and
female version of drug dealers.
And that's what it is. So was there any point where, or was there anything that happened per se where you kind of felt where you went from moving from survival mode to moving with a purpose?
That was probably after I fell. Because when I fell, it was like I thought I was gonna be a stripper forever. I thought I was gonna be young, fine, lit, making $10,000 a night forever. But after I fell, it was like I had to get a plan B. It was like, bro, like you're not working, the money ain't coming in, the money is disappearing. What else are you gonna do? So that's how I started getting into music. Because for me, it was like using my face and my brand to still make the money that I was making and still keep that status that I had. So, yeah.
So was that like kind of soon as you fell, or kind of do rehabilitation? You kind of like,
After
I
like
gotta change something.
the 2 years I took off and I was writing my book, I was also
years.
trying to figure out what lane I was gonna go in life, and trying to understand what I was gonna do next. So that's how I got into music, and I started investing in music. And I thought that was gonna take me out the game, but I feel like I was ahead of my time.
So was that more or less for, excuse me, was that transition more or less for, what are you doing for income, or just in general? Like,
I
can't do
wanted
this
it
no
to
more?
be what I was doing for income, but I thought it was going to happen overnight. I didn't know that I had to grind and invest and learn some shit. So I'm like, okay, well, this is easy because Nicki Minaj is making it look easy. I could just do what she do and use some of the people that she do, the strategies she do, and then it'll be easy. But yes, anything you do, you gotta master it, understand the business. It's a lot of layers to me being in the music business and not just doing music.
Absolutely. So if you never fell, what do you think you'll be right now?
Oh, I probably still, well, you know what? I'm about to be 40, so I probably wouldn't still be stripping, but I'm not sure like exactly what I would be doing. Maybe an author, because that was my first choice to do of
A real
doing
passion
things.
for it.
Yeah.
Was there any other opportunity where you felt like you had and you wasn't ready to take advantage of it?
Um, TV world,
Really?
because I feel like I had major opportunities to really progress from just being a reality TV star, but I didn't take it serious because I was making money in the strip club. So like
Mm,
my ego was there, and it didn't matter to me. So I feel like if I took it serious from the beginning, it would have opened, like I probably would be an actress or some big
another
time
space.
actress or something, or a director earlier than what I've been doing it.
Was there a deal that you signed that you wish you didn't sign?
Never. I ain't never signed no deals. Yeah,
Had to think about it.
no, I ain't never signed no deals.
Oh, I mean, as far as like let's just say TV, and you kind of go through the numbers and you kind of learn the business more, and you feel like, damn, I could have got a better deal out of that if I knew what I knew now.
Um, nah, the only thing I feel like, not in that sense, but I feel like with music, if I understood the business part of it from the jump, rather than just trying to be a music artist and emulate what other female artists were doing, and really understood the business, I would have gotten further. Because I spent like over 300,000 the wrong way, just trying to
Mm.
look, renting cars, getting these high-end videos done, writing hiring top of the line writers and things of that nature. It just went all the wrong way.
You mentioned the business a lot. You seem like a lot of experience. We say the music business, and you emphasize
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
So what are some things like you kind of had to learn the hard way as far as the music business?
Shit, hiring people who know and understand it and can direct you, rather than people who are also trying to get a look. They don't understand their position. They want to be the artist. So,
Mm,
they're having you rent cars and mansions that you don't need because they want to be able to take a picture for Instagram. Yeah.
wow,
It'd be like that.
wow. So was it one of those you were kind of signed to a artist turned manager, one of those situations?
There are people who necessarily, maybe they're just trying to be a manager because they didn't make it as an artist, but they still have that goal or passion to be an artist. So they want that look for
Mm.
Instagram.
Was there a particular moment where you felt like, okay, now I'm really in the business, where it just wasn't music no more?
Um, I don't know. I feel like I've always been in the business, in the industry. I've always been a prominent player in all aspects, no matter where I was at in the business. I don't think so. Like,
Like you had a feature with Fetty. Well,
mm-hmm.
first, how that come into play?
Fetty Wap, how did that
Oh,
come
you got
into
the
play?
feature and you got the video.
And I got the video, and I had to stalk him for like 3 days to get it done.
What you mean? All right, walk us through. What was
So
that
how
like?
did the Fetty Wap feature? Oh, you know what? I had a friend, Dave, rest in peace, Dave. He had a friend, LT, shout out to LT. And LT was like, I had already did that song, recorded that song. I started working with these group of people in New York, Stadium Q and Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my dogs. They wrote that record and I recorded it. It was already fire without a feature. When I brought it back to Miami, then Dave and LT was like, you should get Fetty Wap on it. They had connects to Fetty Wap because they were also in the music industry in Florida. They hit up Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap said 7,000. So I had 7,000 in
That
cash.
ain't bad, Fetty.
Right. And he was in his prime. But you know what? I got him before the Taylor Swift incident. So he was lit. But that Taylor Swift incident took him to the next level. And that happened probably like 2 weeks after I got my feature. So I had $7,000. They was like, they're booking. I think he was doing a concert in Mississippi somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, fly here and we're going to get in the studio here. So I put my little 7,000 in a brown paper bag, put it in a suitcase, flew to Mississippi, me and my people. We got it. He recorded his verse in like this little small studio out there. Took him 5 minutes. I was like $7,000 for 5 minutes. That's crazy. I love that. So I gave
Knocked
it
it
to
out.
him.
Straight pro.
We went to his concert, and then after the concert, he was trying to get me to go upstairs with him, and I'm like, nigga, first of all, I'm from Miami. I just paid you $7,000 in cash,
Yeah. Oh, you wanted something extra.
and you want me to, yeah. That ain't happening. I don't care who
After
you
you
is,
paid
because
him.
nigga, I'm me too. So that we squared that away. I flew back to Miami the
That's
next
funny as
day.
hell.
He was coming to Miami for some. Now the Taylor Swift thing happened 2 weeks later, so now he's lit. Now everybody in Miami want to book him. So he was coming to Miami. He had some bookings, and I was like, let me get the video. So they made it happen where I could get the video done. But this nigga's like partying every day. He's in Miami. He's young. He's lit. He's partying every day. But the first day he was like, we're gonna do it this day. We didn't do it that day. I had to sleep with my makeup on. I had to go club to club, follow him, because I'm just hoping we could shoot the video.
Knock it out.
For 3 days, he had photo shoots, all type of shit. I'm pulling up everywhere. Because he kept saying, come here, we're going to do it. Come here, we're going to do it. But, he's drinking. He's not focused, whatever. Cool. Finally, the last day, we pulled up in the alley. I had my director pull up in the alley. They put a blue truck in the alley. And I was like, we about to shoot this shit right here. Gave him the $5,000. And we shot the video. But I had to follow him for like 3 days, sleep with my makeup and all.
Nah, that's grind though,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I know how it be. Like, you gotta get it done.
Right.
You gotta get it done. Did you have it teach you anything particular about the music business that you didn't know before you started working with him?
Not really.
Not really. You got it done, and
I got it done. I'm just used to that. When you're in the industry to any capacity, it's like you already know you gotta get it done. It's not gonna be easy.
have you had any contact with him recently since he's been home?
No, I have not.
Trying to get another. Oh, you doing music still?
I don't do music anymore.
All right, that's all.
Nah.
Okay. And what about I seen you had a relationship with XXXtentacion.
Yes.
How'd that come about?
I was actually, me and his mom used to hustle together, and we were always close.
Wow.
And so when he was coming up, I really liked him as an artist. I liked what he was doing. And so I seen the vision a little bit ahead of everybody. He was great from the beginning. Everybody noticed him, but I was like, nah, he's special. So I hit her up to get a feature. She was like $10,000. Put the $10,000 in a
paper. Getting off for the low.
Right. Put the $10,000 in a brown paper bag. Pulled up to the studio. Actually, he pulled up to my studio in Wynwood, and he did the feature. And then that was another one in like 2 weeks. He just took over the whole world. So there's not many people that got a feature from him, but I'm one of them ones, and I got it for the low.
Yeah, no, he was definitely moving. I'm originally from Jersey, and like he made it all the way up there. Like he took over crazy, and yeah, he didn't really have too many features. And you really was getting them for the low. How you manage to get these features? Is there a particular like?
I have connects. I could pull strings for anything and get anything to happen. And because I do good business, I'm humble. People fuck with me. People are gonna go out their way to make things happen. So it's good to keep your face clean in the business because it goes for longevity. Yeah, it goes a long way to keep your face clean, do good business. Don't be cheap. Like, try to charge people. I'm going to add $200 on this price because that shit is just dumb. Yeah, keep your face clean. And that has helped me a lot. Like, to this day, I could call anybody, the biggest of the biggest. I can get in rooms with people that people dream of being around and ask them for favors, and they're going to do it.
Our relationship definitely go a long way. It's definitely worth more than money in a lot of cases. And some people say it's really, most people say, depends on who you know, but it's really more or less who knows you.
Right.
Because you can know them, but they don't know.
Yeah, right. They don't know you. Yeah, that's true.
You're going to get that tax.
Yeah.
Tax your head off. Tax your head off. Down Miami, tax for real. But
that's facts.
What's one thing, since you're so close to him and his family and his mom, what's one thing you feel like that most fans wouldn't know about him?
I feel like they know because he was a internet baby. So he was, always on live. Oh, he's a humble human. He was nice. He was cool. And, obviously his mom, I have a lot of respect for his mom. And we have history. So it's not nothing the audience wouldn't know. And I didn't say rest in peace. And
Rest in peace.
to
Yeah, rest in
him.
peace for real. I
Yes.
remember exactly. I was crazy because I was actually in Miami when he
Yeah.
passed. I
Yeah,
remember exactly. I was on the beach and it was just like going
it
crazy.
was unbelievable. And my heart just felt like for his mom. It was crazy.
And to see it on, it's crazy. Like especially nowadays when you can just see it. Like it ain't even like you kind
Right.
of just can just go out gracefully, whatever me. But when it's just all over the world.
Right.
Like that's especially for his mom. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Besides your damn, that's crazy. To kind of get back into reality TV, what do you feel like is one of the biggest lies or misconceptions people have about reality TV?
That it's scripted.
It's not.
For me, it's not.
Oh,
He said
I
it's
said, hold
not.
up. So I thought it was scripted.
For me, it's not. What it is that is okay. Whatever you go through in your real life, obviously with we don't have the cameras on us 24/7. So the cameras don't capture everything. So you have a weekly call with your producer or however close you are, it could be every day. And they ask you what's going on in your life, what happened. Sometimes you have to reenact what happened, right? So let's say I had a book signing. The cameras weren't there, but I tell my producer, yo, I had a book signing, it was great, everybody came out, I had this. Okay, can we reenact that? Now can we redo your book signing, but can we bring in these cast members? Two of the cast members might have problems, so we're going to use your book signing as the base for the drama or the positivity. You know what I'm saying? So it's not scripted, but you do have to reenact some situations.
Okay.
So for me right now, I'm not going to say I don't know cast members that are really hard off for their checks and they fucking try to do a whole bunch of dumb shit. That's them. But for me, everything you see, those are my real reactions. You know what I'm saying? Would I be in these some of these situations if it wasn't for TV? If I wasn't getting paid to be there, would I affiliate myself with some of the people? Hell nah. But whatever you hear me say or do, that's my real feelings, my real emotions.
Okay. How do you even get on reality? How do you get on reality? You
gotta be popping.
So they gotta come find you.
Yeah, that's usually They come
Really?
if you popping, they coming for you. But see, it's easier now. I didn't have Instagram. I wasn't when they came to get me. Social media wasn't out yet. So they just like, they want to interview me. They was like, oh, you're the first person we're interviewing in Miami. Obviously, they already knew the show was going to be around Trick and Trina. But outside of that, I was the first person they interviewed. You just got to be really present. And that's what I was. But now social media, anybody could get picked up for they got Zeus, they got Now That's TV. If you doing your thing, if you doing numbers, they coming to get you.
Yeah, I guess.
They will even create a show around you because now it's just really easy. Everybody got cameras. You could damn near create your own reality TV show with your iPhone.
You really could. So you mentioned Trick and Trina. How was it working with like icons like that in their own respective way? How was it?
Right. You know what? I grew up with them since I grew up on listening to Trina. Then when I got in the club, I was the it stripper. So when she came, I was, always dancing for her. We had a mutual friend. Shout out to Big Mac, Bryant McKinney. He used to always have parties. She was around. We got close. Anytime she needed, me for videos, things of that nature, I was there. She actually did a cameo in the Fetty Wap video. Anything I call her for, she's there. Trick Daddy, we've been cool since the same thing. It's been years, 10 plus, 15 plus years with them. So it's just natural, but I'm very grateful for the relationship I have with both of them and to have grown up on them. And now I can call them, you know what I'm saying?
Got them on the
surreal.
line. Damn,
Yeah,
that's love.
Yeah.
That's love, man. That's love. My man Smoke, actually, I had a restaurant in Orlando with Chef Ante and my man Smoke. Matter of fact, man, you gotta show Trick this. I want to know, do Trick know Smoke? Cause Smoke talk about Trick every day. He got a whole bunch of stories with him and Trick, all this other stuff. Like, man, call that. He called. I can't remember the name, but he called somebody. He was like, yo, wait, what's up? He don't call him Trick though. He called him another name. I forgot what name he used, but it was somebody. He was like, nah, we don't call him Trick. Like, we from there. You call him something else? Ooh, he's like, nah, he busy right
His
now.
real name?
Nah, it's like a
Like another street
yeah,
nickname. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I
like one
don't
of those
know.
maybe from the same neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, yeah, he busy. Oh, he always has. So I'm like, man, get him on the line, bro. Like, get him on the line.
You need to
He
see
got
if he capping.
yeah, he got 1,000 stories. So show Trick. I need to know. Do you know Smoke here in Orlando?
In Orlando.
Now?
I'm asking.
Yeah, here in
I
Orlando.
actually see Trick on Tuesday. We host Touch the Mic Tuesdays at the Vault. So if y'all in Miami,
There
come
you
through
go.
Touch the
There
Mic
you go.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, I need to know. Pull up on Smoke, man. You better not be capping. But
Yo.
so what do you feel if you feel that's something about the industry that looks glamorous, but it's actually not?
What do I feel? What? Say that
That
again.
maybe it looks more glamorous than it actually is.
Instagram. For everybody.
The highlight reel.
You know, everybody gonna make it
Highlight
look
reel.
good. They gonna make it look lit. They gonna make it look like it's bigger than what it is. Instagram, it's all a facade.
That's the highlight reel, man. Yeah. all the best pictures. You know, it's 1,000 pictures. Oh, we're gonna pick this one. All
Right.
And go over there. So do
You
you
know,
feel-
there's filters.
Yeah.
You can make your ass
Oh,
fatter,
man.
your titties bigger. You know, there's Chat GPT, so now you could talk like you got some sense. You know,
okay,
like
captions.
yeah. So it's all a facade.
So do you think that helps women or hurts women?
What?
Kind of having that ability to be on social media and I guess enhance highlights and
It just depends on what your goal is. If you're looking at social media as a business, then you're trying to figure out how to get you some money. If you're looking at it as entertainment and you trying to just you want to be looked at for having a certain aesthetic and not making no money, you'll probably be one of the ones that try to appear perfect or appear like you got all this money or all the clothes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all how you look at it and what you want to get out of it.
so speaking of that, how do content creators turn content into money? How they get a bag? How do they start monetizing?
Having a plan, having a strategy, intentionally posting, knowing what you're posting, how many times you're posting, and what you're posting for. You're not just posting to look cute. You know, it's no longer like, do I look good? It's more so, what can I get out of this post? When you're going out, it's no longer just going out to have fun. How much content can I get?
So being intentional.
Being intentional. That's the name of the game. Being intentional and being consistent. Because you could be intentional, but if you're not consistent, the money's not coming.
How many times a day do you feel content creators should post daily?
At least, at minimum, 3. 3 on your main page. But your story you should be posting, you know. 3 minimum every day.
Same kind of post or a variant?
No, different, like reels. Realistically, you should be studying the numbers to see what's working. So then you just kind of rinse and repeat and keep reusing what works.
So, do you have a preferred platform? Where can content creators make the most money at?
I think it's different for everybody because you can make a lot of money on YouTube, but YouTube takes, a lot of work, a lot of consistency. TikTok is rapid, like everyday money. You get paid weekly on, TikTok. You get paid weekly, but you can make money every day and you actually see it. YouTube is monthly. Instagram, you could get paid. It's not as lucrative as, I'd say TikTok is the top one because you can get it every day. Like there's people making 20 grand a day from TikTok. And that's just
Really?
on the low end. I used to cap out at 500 a day. Because that was enough for me. It takes a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, it takes a lot of time and a lot of work, but the money is there.
Not just posting, or is that like going live?
That's going live. Posting on TikTok. TikTok, there's like 5 different ways you could get a bag and you could utilize all of them. But that is going live. I also was doing, creator program where you get paid just to post, and then also affiliate marketing. So you got to utilize everything on TikTok. But TikTok is where the quick money is.
I wasn't gonna ask you, give me 3 ways you can make money. You gave me 2. What's one more way somebody can get money online?
Going live, posting, and then affiliate marketing. And then TikTok be having all these little different giveaways and challenges and stuff like that.
What's affiliate marketing?
Affiliate marketing is where you post clothes and you put the link, or clothes or products and you put the link, and you get commission from every piece that is sold through your page. So even like my book, I sell my books on TikTok, but creators get 20% of every, like if they post my book and do content around my book, they get 20% from every book that is sold through their page.
That's on TikTok?
That's on TikTok.
You got a place anywhere else?
No, obviously Amazon, all the major book platforms, but as far as social media, my books sell on TikTok.
So how do you feel about what's your thoughts on short form content and long form content?
I think they're both great.
What do you prefer?
Both. I do both.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, so you got the affiliate links. Got the affiliate link. You said posting.
Creative, yes.
Creative. What else?
Posting and going live.
Going
live, it could be just talking, and if you got a strong following, they gonna look out for you. They gonna support you, or you could battle. I do both.
You mentioned affiliate links with that. What is posting an affiliate link? So I'm assuming this goes hand in hand and kind of building your brand. So how important do you feel how important do you feel branding is? 'Cause I ain't gonna ask you if, because I can tell how you present yourself online. You definitely very intentional with how you brand yourself.
How important is it? I mean, branding in everything, it don't matter what you do, is important. Marketing is everything, and a lot of people don't be understanding marketing. You can have a good product, but if nobody knows about it, it's not gonna sell.
Facts.
So that's just what it is.
So you you got any brand deals you're working with?
Huh? I work with Fashion Nova right now, True Heart. That's it right now.
What do they look for?
Quality content. You know, making it look good, the right camera quality, lighting good, you know, putting the clothes together properly.
Okay. I was kind of answer my question before. I guess you could say, well, besides that, how else could creators put themselves in a spot where they're able to attract those kind of deals?
Being consistent and creating quality content. Like the brands, let's say if every day you have a hook that you use. Maybe your hook is placing your wine glass down on a table. If you consistently use a plastic wine glass, right, but your audience is fucking with it, your numbers is going high, there might be a company that does coffee mugs or some kind of mugs that be like, I'll sponsor your videos if you just use our cup. But it's just about creating the quality content and being consistent, and so that they can see your numbers. And it doesn't matter about your following, because I've always had a big following, but I was making no money. But I knew creators that had 10,000 followers, 5,000 followers, and they making 6 figures a month. So it's all about consistency, being intentional, and having quality work.
So it's not just about followers. What else are their main concerns if it's not just about follower count?
Your content, the quality of your content and how you're putting it out.
Okay, I see you had the legal John. What's that about? That's you post on like a legal position or a law firm.
Legal Shield. Yep. Okay, Legal Shield.
What's that about?
That is a law firm that I represent that provides affordable representation to the everyday person. So a lot of people, I feel like it's the smartest thing ever, because if you're going to spend money on these streaming services, or, you go get a hookah every week, having a lawyer on retainer is the smartest thing ever. And these lawyers, you could use them for criminal, for business. Like if your landlord fucking with you, the homeowners association mess with you, that divorce, child support, for a small fee every month. You pay like $50, $60 every month, and you could get pulled over today. Right now, you could say, I'm calling my lawyer, because that is a legal right that you have to call your lawyer first. They're going to answer. And it doesn't matter what you do. Like, shit, I come from the era niggas is paying 10 grand a month to have a lawyer on retainer. You know what I'm saying? But now you could pay $60, $70 a month and be straight. They look over contracts everything. Like whatever you need, they represent you. So the reason I decided to take that on, as far as becoming an affiliate and being a part of the company and marketing them, is because I feel like everybody needs them. Like I'm not gonna promote something that I don't use or can't use or doesn't find any substance in it. So yeah, shout out to Legal Shield. They reviewed a couple contracts of mine, saved me a lot of money. You know, like lawyers charge per page. Niggas be like $1,400 because it's 14 pages.
Man,
but I'm paying $50-$60 a month. So, and I get a lot of contracts, so it comes in handy for me.
Nah, you right though. I actually seen some similar to what you're saying, where they provide a service, and like I think the commercial was like they got pulled over and they called the lawyer and they answered right then and there. I don't know if it was an app or something, but they answered right then and there, and then the lawyer was on the phone the whole time during the whole pullover. Now that definitely could help, man. I just actually bought a business and we had to get the paperwork looked over.
They're big on business, like, and they would structure your business properly, everything, make sure everything is correct.
Yeah, I gotta look into that, because when I called the lawyer to look over that paperwork, they definitely need a couple $100 per page. I'm like, dang.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then even with them, you can make money off of them, because when you refer them and people use your link, you get paid. So not only are you using their services and getting great quality service, you can also get paid through the company.
Oh, that's love.
And I'm talking about, you can make this shit. I be at the club and I see, a little alert come through. Somebody just signed up. That's $300 per person. But I mean, it takes tears to get there. But shit, even that's just one person.
No, that's love. Hell yeah, especially while you're doing something else. You build that passive income.
Yep.
Wow, that's love. So from where you kind of begin your journey to where you are now, did you feel like you had to unlearn something to become who you are now?
I think I had to calm down and really understand structure and just discipline, because I come from waking up, doing what I want, how I want. I don't work no 9 to 5, so there was no urgency in waking up at 6 to be to work at 8. I got up when I got up, went to work if I felt like it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was just about creating a structure for myself and discipline, like not going out because you got important things to do tomorrow, like, because I didn't care. I was making so much money and I'm her. So it was just like, man, I do what I want this is like 20 years, half of my adult life, I'm just having my way. So now it's like, I'm like, oh, this is not real life, nigga. Like,
nah, for real. Because when you in that life, man, it's a whole nother world. And I was kind of just talking to my barber not too long ago, and he was asking, like, I got some of my thoughts on dating someone in the nightlife. And I just, long story short, I was just saying, like, yo, bro, you gotta understand it's a whole nother world, bro. Like, it ain't like TV. Like, it's you the 4 people you hang with, you gotta think about who they are, who they hang with. I'm like, and the people that's in that world, like, it ain't like you wake up and, like you said, you go to work in the morning and lunch breaks, and I was like, even to be successful in that world, to be an artist, you got to be a particular kind of person. To be a dancer, I'm sure you said you got to be a particular kind of person. If you hustling, selling drugs, whatever, you got to be a particular kind of person. Anybody could just get up and do it, but to be successful, you got to be a certain kind of person with a different kind of mindset. And I had to explain that to him, like, bro, it's really another kind of world.
And it definitely ain't for the weak.
It is.
Because I done see the game swallow up a lot of people. I by the grace of God, I came out on the other side, but
it is definitely not. So what makes Miami's entertainment scene different from anywhere else?
Because it's 24/7. Everything. Ass, drugs, food, everything. Car, you can get a car. Everything's 24/7. Luxury, top of the line. I'm not talking about, you go to other cities, it's like after hours, you go to after hours like a small little hole in the wall. Nah, nigga, we could go to Club 11, everything elite. We could go to Gold Rush. We could eat steak, chicken, lamb at 5 a.m. if we feel like it. Miami is 24/7. Like,
it's just a little different. I mean, New York is similar, but it ain't 80 degrees outside.
No, New York is not Miami.
It's not. It's not. It ain't 80 degrees outside.
There's nothing like it. I don't think there's nothing like Miami in the world. I don't even want to go nowhere. And I don't go nowhere.
It's different. It's definitely different. It's definitely
Is you
different.
come to Miami, listen, you got to come with a plan because you got to stay focused. You got to get an accountability partner, nigga. Because Miami is,
That's fun. I'm glad you
I
said
love
that
it.
though. So what you think people don't understand or should know about Miami before they decide they want to move here?
It ain't easy. Miami is not easy. You just can't come here and take over. I don't care how much money you got, what your status is. Like Miami is a different breed. Like you really gotta be a hustler and someone that makes it happen. If you don't have a career or a stable job, you definitely gotta be someone that knows how to make shit happen because it ain't easy. And then the cost of living here is not cheap.
Ridiculous.
Right. So it's like have a
Yeah.
place to stay, you gotta hustle 10 times harder than the average American.
You know what damn, yo. I seen an associate of mine. This is probably like a year ago. And came down here and I forgot where he was at, but he was by the water. He was by the water. Yo, pull up, woo, 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 woo. You know, got the valet park and all of that. All right, cool, whatever. And I get in this fight, tell me what he paid for his rent. I'm like, yo, they in here like roommating. I feel like that's why I say New York, like New York, LA. Like, yo, it's like
They do be
it's
roommating.
like 8 people in this joint.
Yeah, no, they do be roommating.
Shout out Chef Ante Mimosas, man. He get catering.
They look good.
It was like.
I saw for you got the sherbet grits anyway.
Amen.
I'll bring it over there.
Amen. No, I want it when I'm done because I need to.
Let her get it comfortable.
And talking.
Yeah. Comfortable so she could get it right, man. I want to spill none of that on there. It was like 8 people. I'm like, yo, man.
And then they probably, but those people be pump faking on Instagram too. Like they got it together. You don't even know they going home to goddamn air beds and shit.
No, they definitely do, and I definitely slept on the air bed that night.
They around here fronting, living 8 people to a 1-bedroom. I mean, but it ain't cheap in Miami. It's not cheap. I thank God every day for my creativity, my hustle, my grind, my drive, because there's so many people that lose control because it's hard. And then we got Trump in the office. Just nigga, if you come to Miami, you just better have a plan and an accountability partner.
You probably like the 4th person I heard say that, man. They thought it was sweet out here.
Yeah, nah. It will swallow you whole and send you back to wherever the fuck you came from, broke as fuck.
Somebody I know definitely just moved back. But,
and there's nothing wrong with moving back and starting over because, you know, that happened to me in Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta for like 2 years. When I say I was broke as fuck, I came back home crawling. But you know what? It's cheaper to live in Atlanta. That's for sure. The cost of living. I was off of Shallowford Road. I don't know where that's at.
Where that's at?
Shallowford Road.
North side.
What's the landmark you was there?
Shit, it wasn't too far from Follies. I mean. No,
okay.
What club? Platinum 21. It wasn't too far from Platinum 21. It was like 10 minutes from Platinum 21. Shallowford Road. That's why I lived off the apartments right there.
We finally made an appearance over there.
Huh?
Made an appearance in there.
Yeah, I had the time of my life in Atlanta, but Atlanta's different. Like everybody's trying to keep up with everybody. I don't come from that, and I would just go to work, make money, go the next day, spend money. Like in Atlanta, how you present yourself, the designer, the shoes. So I was trying to keep up with the Joneses. I was young. And yeah, I went home. After 2 years, I'm like, bro, my bank account say 0.
I mean, you lasted 2 years though.
I had a ball though. That's one of like the top 5 moments in my life. I had a ball.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Even when they get, cause I'm in Orlando now. Even when they get top, like, man, I'm not going home, bro. I'm sorry, like.
But where's home for you? Oh, Jersey. Yeah, but Jersey up there, all them places, New York, Jersey, the cost of living is high. You don't get too much for your money. Orlando, I'm sure you living good for.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. Like the
I
prices are similar, but ain't no pool, ain't no.
Yeah, like, it don't make you have that drive, that grind. Like I want better, I could get better. The sun is like up there, be great. Like I'm from New York originally, so
really,
yes. So I feel like that's why my hustle is a little different than most.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's my foundation.
A lot of people didn't know that. What part of New York?
I came here when I was 10, but my family, my mom is like diehard New Yorker. My brother, I'm the only Floridian in the family.
I got you. I mean, you came at 10, so you did high school down here.
Yeah,
so you
but
from
my
Miami,
family,
yeah.
you know, there's still a big influence on me, so I still have it in me. But yeah, I'm a Floridian.
It is a difference though. Like even with Jersey or Northeast area, you really get 4 seasons. So you get the snow, you get the fall, and I miss the fall. I miss the fall. You know, throwing the boots and the jacket and all that. But it's also those gloomy times where it's just gloomy outside.
Yeah, I don't like
that.
that.
And the people just, you know, they are who they are. Where I would say, at least for myself and some people that I know, most people that I know moved down from there. When you wake up and you see palm trees and it ain't pit bulls.
It motivates you.
Everybody up north had pit bulls and what's them black Johns called?
Rottweilers.
Yeah. Down here it's Frenchies and Yorkies and you know, it was just different.
You could be having a bad day or be in a bad moment, but Miami make you be like, man, I'm going to the gym today.
Man, bro, you on phone, bro, and it's like I go to the 7-Eleven and Lambo pull up.
Right.
Like, damn.
Listen, Miami just make you feel like it's so much opportunities. Like the everyday person, oh shit, look what they can do. I could do it too.
For real. I'm talking about like foreigners. Like, you on your porch and the Lambo pull up parking and like it's nothing. You go to the market and there's all type of toys.
Go
and
to Starbucks,
like,
nigga. You meet millionaires at Starbucks.
It do motivate you, or you know, you wake up and it's 6 a.m. and they out jogging.
Right.
And it's like, oh yeah, I don't see this where I'm from.
Right. Nah, for
it ain't
real.
nobody out here jogging, man. So
Miami's different.
It do make a difference.
Florida. I mean South Florida.
Do you feel like the nightlife plays a toll or has an influence on the careers that are in Miami?
The nightlife, what? Say that again.
Do you feel like it has an influence on the careers available in Miami?
The nightlife?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the nightlife is really a prominent hustle out here. And people just actually, some people strive for the nightlife out here.
Really?
Like, you know, motherfuckers going to the gym just to be able to be a bartender, going to get their body done just to be able to be a bartender or a stripper or to work at Live or 11 and things of that nature. So it definitely it has a big effect on living out here, South Florida.
So kind of touching on that, do you feel like that with coming down here, kind of getting into like getting your body done, being in nightlife, do you feel that actually assists with personal brand building on social media?
Of course, it's an investment because if that's what the crowd that you cater to and that's what they like to see, then it's an investment.
That's an interesting way to put it.
It's an investment.
I said, you know, I had somebody asking to invest in them one time. And
pay for it, BBL.
It's like,
did you pay for it? Did you invest?
Nah.
Oh hell no, I'm
you
kidding.
know, I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm
what
like,
kind of nigga is you?
I couldn't this was years ago, but
that's because you ain't from Florida.
No, I couldn't. It was just simply business, though. I was just like, how can I'm like, I invest in you? I'm like, how I'm gonna see my investment back? Like, I know how you gonna see your investment back.
This is what you should have told her. I'm gonna invest in you. I'm gonna give you the money up front. I want you to pay a payment every month. I want my money back plus 50%.
See, what you know what it is, and it's probably because I'm from up north. I just didn't see no leverage in that. Like, we're in the street. Like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, all right, once you get this done, like anytime you could just be like,
at least you wasn't out here desperate and like, you know what, she want me to invest for her. I'm about to pimp her out. Thank God for that.
No, I ain't had no leverage. So once I seen like I can have no leverage,
right?
I'm just like, it's a bad business deal.
Right.
She
benefits more than you.
Yeah, because I'm like, all right, you gonna have this, you gonna be good, and you can take this anywhere.
Right. And you can leave my ass and not even pay me back.
I can't force you to pay me every month.
Right.
So that's why I was just like, nah, nah. She started laughing, like, no, you ain't invest. It was business.
Right. Nah, I feel you.
No, that's real. To kind of touch back on reality TV, do you feel like reality TV portrays the best version of you?
I feel like it did for the first 6 seasons. This season, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, because I stand on what I say. I stand on, you know, I might not affiliate myself with certain people in real life if it wasn't for TV, but the way that I feel is the way that I feel. The emotions that I have to certain or reactions that I have to certain situations, that's real life reaction. So I don't think reality TV portrayed me in a negative light.
What's something you feel like fans misunderstand about you?
Oh, that I'm messy.
I ain't gonna hold you. I seen a couple clips when you was like showing screenshots, and I'm just like, it's too much, bro. Like,
Screenshots of what though?
you could correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
I believe part of it was something to do with a breakup,
Uh-huh.
and I was just like,
What did I screenshot?
Man, you was scrolling so fast. I'm like, that's too much for the gram, man. I was like, I was trying to see
Was
what
it
it
text
was.
messages?
Yeah.
Because I probably had to prove my point. I probably had to validate myself, which is, you know what? My life is so much on my phone. I've been heavy on social media that even before like reality TV, a lot of my fans already knew me, my thought process, how I go, because I always put everything on social media. So when I go through breakups or family situations, my social media, they like my dogs, they my family. So
Open book.
yeah, so
Okay.
if I go through something, because sometimes too, I'm looking for validation or I'm looking for another way to think about things, because I grew up, I come from I only think a certain way, you know what I'm saying? But there's healthier ways to think or more positive ways to think.
Who you been talking to?
Or I could. I went and saw the lady.
Yeah, you went to
I
the
went
lady.
and saw the lady.
It's healthier ways to think. Who you been talking to? Because that ain't my hand.
I went to see the lady.
That's funny.
But no. But I've always been like that. I always knew, like, because I come from the hood. We come from nothing. There's an ignorance there. You know what I'm saying? I never went to school. I never went to college. So I never been around great example. I don't know I don't have people that are married. I don't have good examples of that. Mm-hmm. Everybody I know is, we react off of survival mode, defense. So it's like, nigga, you said this, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm punching your face rather than trying to figure it out. So with social media, that's a bad habit of trying to be validated. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if I did go through a breakup and I might feel like the nigga is telling his friends or his family one thing, but they don't know what this nigga really saying. So now I gotta show y'all that this nigga is not who he said he is. And he, you know what I'm saying? He made me go crazy. I gotta prove it.
He made you go crazy.
He made me go crazy. So I had to prove it.
So do you see yourself being married?
Yes. I take marriage very serious. I feel like it's sacred. I feel like people shouldn't get married till they're 50.
50?
Yes.
Why? Start laughing. Why you say that?
Because at 50, especially, this is what I'm saying. When I speak on that, I think I'm speaking from my experience, like in the urban community, in the industry. Mm-hmm. Everybody is out here chasing the wrong things. We are so far from the biblical way of thinking of relationship and marriage that I feel like they're chasing the wrong thing. So you don't know the grass ain't greener on the other side until you've went through every temptation in life. You understand life and your life purpose. And really the human brain doesn't mature until 50. So I think marriage is under God, and I don't believe in divorce. But if this your first time being human, this is my first time being human, nigga. You don't know. Because we've been dating since we were 19 or messing around since we were 19. You might meet another girl that do some shit that you never experienced, and you're like, I like that. I don't like this no more. There's nothing wrong with that. But you don't know until you experience life. So I feel like the humans don't have enough life experience to really commit themselves to marriage until 50 years old.
Do you feel like it's tougher in the urban culture or just tougher in the Southeast Florida area to kind of be able to commit to one person?
Both. Both, because what people are seeing on social media, people are glamorizing niggas paying, a girl being like, oh, you gotta pay for this ass before we fuck, and niggas like, well, shit, if that's how easy it is, I'm gonna give you this Birkin, but I'm gonna fuck and I'm gonna move on. There's no substance there. There's nobody trying to have a foundation. Nobody's trying to procreate in a healthy way. They're procreating, but niggas is like, oh, fuck the baby, fuck you, going somewhere else, creating another broken home. Like, the shit is just all fucked up. And it's just, I think it's the urban culture in general, because what propaganda is pushed out on social media, because these people don't do this in China.
Yeah, it's definitely
these people was not promoting this shit in China, nigga. There's not a Chinese future out here.
The algorithm is definitely different. It's definitely different on that side.
The propaganda that's being pushed out for black people, for
it's all transactional.
Urban culture is just, we're so far from the biblical ways. I pray for everybody every day, though. It'll get better.
Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, man.
It'll get better.
Start listening to songs. We was out on the boat yesterday, man, and we going through the playlist,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody had a turn playing DJ, and I'm listening to the music through the eras. I'm like, damn,
Bruh,
man,
everything is
it
pop that
changed.
pussy. My pussy is 10K, bitch. Fuck you and
changed.
your pussy. Fuck the baby. I'll buy you a bag. Cause what is a bag? Like, nigga. I don't listen. I listen to gospel music.
Who your favorite artist?
My favorite artist,
Gospel.
gospel. I would do like, man, I don't know. I like Fred Hammond. I like Kirk Franklin. But I got a hip hop gospel playlist that's fire.
Okay,
I like the
give me an
Brooklyn
artist. I had to ask you.
Tabernacle.
I'll make sure you wasn't capping. That's why I had to ask you.
Oh yeah, nah.
Ooh.
I got lit. It's a playlist.
Okay.
It's called Lit Gospel.
Okay, who you listening to right now?
I don't really listen to. I listen to just the gospel music that I got. How you get to the playlist? Right here. Oh no, right here. How the hell you get to the playlist? Oh, right here. Library. Playlist.
Let's see if it was really there.
This is what I listen
it's there.
to.
All right.
And my shit
bad.
is fire.
My apologies.
Look at all these songs. My gospel playlist is fire. And let me see what's in my search thing, like what I've been listening to.
She got lit gospel. Damn, she's a changed
I listen
woman.
to a lot of R&B. A lot of Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez probably like my favorite artist right now.
You I know. Yeah, free Tory.
Free Tory. That he's probably who like if he made $1 million off his streams, I probably contributed 800,000 to that. Nah, for real.
Free Tory, man.
Yeah.
I know we kind of touching you managing artists. Who you manage?
Who did I manage? Yeah. I used to manage Sukihana. We all know her. Yes, I definitely was a major part of taking her career, her music career, to the next level. We got her first smash single, but even though it wasn't released till later, we created that first one. Alexia J, shout out to Alexia J. She just won The Voice. She was on The Voice. I found her and found both of them on Instagram.
Oh, you was out again too?
Yeah.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. They were heavy on Instagram. With Suki, I just seen a star. She had a song, the I'm 5 foot by throw 6'6". She was joking around with the music, but I seen something more. And so
personality.
I hit her up. She was willing. I had never managed anyone before, so I was grateful that it was able to trust me. I put the play together, connected her with the right people, and she took off. You know, her work ethic is, I don't expect nothing less than what she has going on right now, because her mental, how she thinks of herself as a business. She might be the only, Diamond the Body too. These are two females that I see that have a high work drive like I do. Because you don't see too many females feel like things should be given to them because they're pretty or because, you know what I'm saying? Their work ethic is on another level. Alexia J, also, she was on Instagram. Her goddamn video touched my soul. And I just hit her up and put her in the right places with the right people. And she just won NBC The Voice. And she's the first Black woman to win The Voice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's tough, man.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on you finding them.
Yeah, thank you.
So you said you was managing. What happened?
I didn't want to babysit no more. When you're a manager, you're a babysitter, and I had my own things going on as well, trying to get my life situated, understanding what I want to do. And I felt like with them, I proved that I can do it, and I did what I came to do.
You played that part in their journey.
Right. And so it was just time for me to do my own thing.
That's dope. Congrats on that, man.
Thank
when
you.
You got an eye for talent. Would you get back into that?
What if I what?
Would you get back into managing or nah?
I'm always looking for someone. I'm always looking. I would get into management, but the only way I would get into management now, because even after them, I tried it. Niggas got to come with a budget. I don't want no percentage of nothing, nigga. Because for me, it's like, I know what I could do, and I know what I'm going to do. Just pay me for that. I know you're going to make it, because if I'm working with you, you're a star. Okay, I'm going to put you in the right places. We're going to make the right things happen. Just pay me my monthly fee until you get where you got to go. I don't want no parts of the future stuff. I don't care about that, because that is a headache. Because 0% of zero is zero, and I ain't got time for that. So I definitely been traumatized after, people seeing what I did for them or what I was doing for Suki. So it was a lot of male artists that were reaching out to me, and I gave a couple of them a chance. But men are so arrogant, full of ego, and so stuck in their way. The men that I've worked with, that it was just a bad taste in my mouth. So I don't want to work with nobody unless I find you without a monthly fee. Because people be hitting me, are you still managing? Yeah. First thing I say, what's the budget? So don't even play with me. What's the budget? They be like, Tip, I need a manager. Can you manage? Yeah, what's the budget? And then guess what? People will be like, oh, you know what? Never mind. Good. Move to the left.
Scene from there. It sound like you may need to be more like a publicist then. Cause that's kind of the playmaker plug instead of you.
I could do that too, but also I'm really a big part of artist development.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Really, because you find people, they don't understand the business part of it. They're just in it for the creativity and being who they are. There's different layers. This shit is a business. You can't hang out every day because we got interviews all day tomorrow that are important to your project rollout. You know what I'm saying? Some people cannot differentiate the fact that from the business to the character that you are. You know what I'm saying? So I play a big role in helping them understand that and being there for them. I'm in the studio with you. I'm traveling with you. You know what I'm saying? As well as putting you in the right studios with the right people or the right labels, distribution deals. I'm more than a PR for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you are mentioning artist development. That's definitely more than a PR. Now you're right though, as far as especially being an artist, even content creation and having a relationship with artists and content creators on a professional level. They definitely treat it like a job.
Right.
Like 8 hours, 10 hours a day, I'm doing this.
Right.
I'm not doing nothing else but this. And we in a situation, let's go to the club. Well, nah, I got to do this in the morning. Or nah, I'm not. I know me. I'm not gonna get up.
For real. That's why you like drink. After this, I'm going home to do 8 YouTube videos. I got my makeup done. I'm going to do some videos, nigga. And I got so much content. I don't need to do it, but I'm gonna do it because it's there, and I'm not letting this makeup go to waste. So in this whole day, outside of being here, I'm making it work. If I drink, bitch, I'm going to booby trap. I'm not going to do no YouTube videos.
Go to booby trap.
So I gotta stay focused.
Y'all went to booby trap? Y'all ain't go?
Y'all ain't go yet?
Oh, y'all played. I gotta go to booby trap. You don't know. Yeah, you gotta go to booby trap.
An experience. Nah. And you know what? People will look at what I do now, and everybody hits me up. All the strippers I know, all the influencers I know, and they like, Tip, I want to do it. I want to do it. It looks easy, right? But I'm really working 24 hours a day. And then I do my own editing. I do my own scripting. I do my own filming. So I'm like a media company with a face. You know what I'm saying? People will see it and think it's easy, but they don't want to put that work in. So like girls will hit me and be like, I want to do this. And I'll be like, yeah, you say it because it look lit. But this shit is once you change your mindset from looking at social media as entertainment to looking at it as a bit, like I wake up, I really realistically work 6 days a month, right? But it's a lot of work. I take 2 days planning. I'm going through what's trending, what's popping, what to talk about. I plan that out. I take a day, plan out my shots. I know what I want to film. If I have any events, like this, my homegirl, when we go to events, I'm shooting content, but I've already wrote it out. I already know what I'm going there to get. I might go to dinner. I'm going to get I'm wearing my Fashion Nova outfit, so I'm getting that content out the way. I'm doing content creation. Like, I already know what I'm doing, but I take days to strategize it, to plan it. And then I got to take, outside of just filming it, planning and filming it, I got to take days to edit. To edit one video that is 3 minutes might take an hour. So imagine me taking and then I push out at a high volume. 12 videos in one day that I want edited. That's 12 hours. And I work from home, obviously, or I could be by the pool, or I could be in the gym working, but it takes a lot of your mind. You know what I'm saying? You have to lock in. So the shit is not as easy as it looks, but it can be lucrative for anybody. It doesn't matter your following, but you got to put a lot into it.
Now you're right, man. I woke up this morning editing, man. I scheduled my posts all day.
Right. See, I scheduled my posts for months.
I woke up schedule.
Yep. Yep, that's what I do. And that's a whole, for me, that's a whole nother day. Scheduling everything. After I edit everything, I gotta take a whole day to schedule what platform to put what. how to clip it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a 24-hour job, but I do get paid to be me. But that's because I make
The work
I'm
in.
making work. I'm making everything convert to cash. I don't get if I go to church. Listen,
As you should.
we
No,
gonna make
you
it
gotta make it
count.
work. You gotta make it work. What software you use to edit?
I use CapCut. I use DaVinci Resolve, but I use DaVinci more when I'm editing
She know
like
her
short
shit.
forms. Yeah, I started with
She know her
DaVinci.
shit.
Yeah, I started with DaVinci, so everything else is easy for me. What is the Apple one? iMovie, CapCut, and DaVinci.
Yeah, I'm what we love. Yeah, it's alright. But yeah, DaVinci. Now you said DaVinci.
Yeah, once you do
That's
DaVinci, you
ain't the
can do
beginner
anything.
John, but
Yeah, and I'm the
okay.
shit in DaVinci. So like everything else, like editing and CapCut is like
It's easy.
yeah.
You know that shit. So there you go. Just starting out, man. You know where to start out. The DaVinci, the CapCut. You know when I first started, I was using a Final Cut. I
Okay,
was
yeah,
using
Final
I
Cut is
tried
cool.
Adobe because it's the brand, but it's way more technical. So
I don't think I ever tried Adobe, but I feel like if I did it from what I hear, I would be able to get it.
it gives you a lot of options, but you really gotta be like yeah, it's a whole nother. But,
I don't think that's way more
use
difficult
Adobe?
than DaVinci.
Use Adobe. You think
Is
it's
it?
more,
Yeah, so it's easy for you. That's the same thing with DaVinci. A lot of people be like, bro, that's so hard. But for me, it's like, it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Adobe was like another language when I tried it.
Yeah.
Back to Final Cut and then
Yeah, I haven't had a
much.
reason to get it yet. But I did look at it one time, but I didn't do nothing on it.
So 10 years from now, what you want people to say about Miami Tip?
She never stopped.
Mm.
Cause I don't stop. I keep going. The hustle don't stop. It keep going. Yeah.
So someone in the same position as you, what advice would you give them?
Position as what?
As far as being able to move how you want to move, having it your way, having the freedom, having your time, you know, getting paid to do what you want to do.
Get intentional with everything. Yeah, lock in discipline. Your discipline is made. Once I started understanding discipline and the importance of it, it was like everything for me went to the next level. And if you notice, all the millionaires, all the people that billionaires, them niggas never left their room. They didn't go to the club. They didn't go, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do what everybody else was doing. So me, even now, I plan when I go out. I'm going out Tuesday and Wednesday, right? But I've been in the house for like a month and a half. I plan when I go out. I make it, you know what I'm saying? Like
beneficial.
I don't go out every day like I used to or just impulsively go out. I plan it. So I think it's just important to understand discipline and being intentional with your time, your space, who you spending it with. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we don't get to be around the right examples. But you gotta want it and you gotta look for it. So just being intentional with every aspect of your life.
How important is that for you? Like you said, the people you around when you're trying to lock in.
That's extremely important. Like I'm the type right now, I don't even answer my phone for like I have to schedule to answer my phone because I'm so tuned in. But the people who get it don't take it personal. Like they know I'm gonna call you. I might not call you till 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, but that's because literally I was locked in. Because if I take time to answer the phone for my mom, my brother, my friends, everybody got their own issues going on. But I'm trying to be a motherfucking billionaire tomorrow. You feel me? I done spent a whole lot of my life catering to others or being there for others where it's like it's time to lock in. I can't listen. They might even have good intentions or whatever, but people be going through things and I'm a person that helps a lot of people out, but yeah, I'm just really who you surround yourself with and what you give your time and energy to is really important.
So what does success look like for you now?
Being able to do what I want when I want and not have to worry about making the money back. For as long as I want. If I say I want to go to Italy and just sail the ocean for 90 days.
Do it. And not
just
worry
do
about
it. Not worry about having to go back. Like, nigga, we got to plan vacations now. And vacation for me is 2 days. And then I got to get back to work.
Get back to work.
And I got to make the money that I just spent. Nah. Yeah, so success is when I can do what I want, how I want, and not worry about making the money back.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
And being happy while doing it.
And if you lost everything right now, how would you rebuild it?
If I lost everything right now, how I would rebuild it? Just by picking one lane and staying true to and only focusing on that. I know a lot of my life, because I was thriving off of hustle mode, I dibbled and dabbled in a lot of things. If you just lock in on one thing, like I would just lock in on one thing and master it and just keep doing it, even if it takes years, because what you get back what you put out. You know what I'm saying? So if I lost everything today in anything, I would just lock in on one thing and be consistent.
That's powerful. Nah, for real, because and like starting the interview, this is my interview journey again, and interviewing multiple people, talents, creatives. They all say the same thing. Like lock in, do one thing, and be great.
Lock in,
and then from there, you know, everything else, the people, all that stuff will just align. The people who's supposed to be in your life for that part of your life is going to be there, and the people who are not supposed to be there, they not going to be there. And if you let those, like you said, those people around you distract you and all that, like, it ain't gonna work out for nobody. So for you to kind of say that same exact thing, it's like it gotta be.
That's God using us to get to you.
Nah, for real, and us to get to them, like
right,
for real,
right.
For real, for everybody in that. So if you get one thing out of this whole interview, is that the lock in.
Yes.
So before you get up out of there, I know you said you got hella shit to do today.
Yes.
What you got coming up? Where can they get the merge? Where can they get the links? With all that good stuff you got going on?
What do I have coming up? Well, you know, stay tuned for my films. My third book is coming out. I actually just finished uploading that. I shot a series based off of my third book, so that's dropping. I'm in the process of editing the last one of that and starting to roll out for that.
Okay.
That's it. I got books and I got a lot coming, for real. It's just hard to name everything right now because I'll be doing so much, but for sure be on the lookout for my third book and the series based on that. And I got a couple short films coming out too.
So where could they find the books? Where could they find the movies?
My books, The Bottom Line. Okay, so The Bottom Line is an anthology based on 10 different women from 10 different walks of life who some way, somehow end up in the strip club. Some make it out while others get swallowed up by the game. Sex, drugs, greed, and envy all play a role in this vicious game beyond the pole, but through all the bullshit, the money is the bottom line. And my book is called The Bottom Line. That's the first book. So that book, all my books, Shadows of Seduction, The Bottom Line Part 2, is also available on Amazon, Kindle Books, Barnes & Nobles, Apple Books. Anywhere you could get books, you get my books.
Dope, man. You tell you got training. When they say TV training, she got right to it. You could tell she got PR training.
And you know,
she got right into her move.
Yeah. It's so funny because I be trying to make everybody around me a content creator, right? And my homegirl was like, okay, Tip, I had to really digest this. She was like, Tip, you got the gift of gab. Everybody can't do that. And I'm like, bitch, but you fine, you lit. Like, just put a camera. She's like, no, you got the gift of gab. And I really had to be like, I do got to give the gab a little bit. It do take a lot.
You lock right in like.
But I've been doing this for 10 plus years. You got to understand that. This ain't happened overnight.
You could tell. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. This was one of my best interviews. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Likewise. I can't wait for everybody to see it, man. I learned a lot about you. I'm sure everyone else watching is going to learn a lot about you. And, of course, I wish you much success in many endeavors. And,
thank you.
We'll get you back on and give us the update.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Miami Tip 305.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You already know your host, Payday. We're going to finally famous and all that good stuff. Shout out Miami Tip.